So I found out the other day that I can jump rope inside the house. Don't know if I'll be doing it again for a video because after I started getting into it, I was noticing I really was very close to hitting the doorknob and the camera. And the shirt that I'm wearing today is definitely too big because it was clipping left side of my shoulder every time. I think I'm gonna have to look closer at my hand position in the videos, because every time my form is breaking down, the rope is always barely just coming around the top from the back and clipping the back of my left, or clipping the left back side of my head every time. And it usually isn't what ends up stopping the rope, but after it comes off the back left side of my head, it'll deform and lose structure, and then it'll get caught in my feet. But it's like while I'm jumping, I can notice it's happening, but it's like I can't stop it. I try to rotate my hands one way, and it just seems like it makes it worse. Or I rotate my hands the other way, and nothing changes. So I'm not sure, because it's coming at me only on the left side of my head. I'm thinking maybe, I'm holding my hands at kind of like a front right side angle, because if my hands are kind of pointed to the right, then it's going to come up around the back and be short on the left side is what I'm thinking. But whenever I try to overcorrect for that, it usually just ends up getting me tripped up. So I'm not sure what it is, but starting to feel pretty good with the rhythms, but the shins are really starting to kill me, and my calves just still aren't really that conditioned. I feel like that's the number one thing that's like hurting me right now more than the technique or the timing is my shin splints are pretty bad, and my calf conditioning is really poor. And maybe it would benefit me to take a day off, but I want to see how long I can keep it going day to day, because something I've always been interested in is, if you do something every day, can your body recover? And the answer is obviously yes, because it's like people do things every day, and it's like, they make progress and they make gains. And I've made gains from day 1 to day 10, a little milestone. But I've just never really took it on my own to take, say, something like jumping rope, or like, doing push-ups or whatever it is you want to get better at, and just say, okay, I'm going to do it every single day and not take a rest day. I want to see how my body responds to that kind of pressure, and see how my body is able to recover. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think at this rate, which I think the progress will definitely slow down, but as time goes on and my shin splints kind of calm down, I'm going to do some research into how I can kind of take away some of the pain from the shins, because that's the number one thing right now. Number two thing is the calf conditioning, which I think will just come, with time. But because I'm not walking around with my calves sore, I'm walking around with my shins sore, but my calves are burning out super fast into the jump rope session. But I think at this rate, I could probably start working in some tricks and different types of footwork that I want to learn for Muay Thai and boxing types of footworks. I would say about around day 30. Because I figure by then, right now I'm able to hit a stride of about 1.5 minutes without messing up. Is around my best stride that I can hit at a pretty decent speed. And I figure by around day 30, hopefully I'll be able to hit a stride of around 3 minutes without stopping. And at that point, I think it'd be time, to keep working on my basic bounce, but also to start working in practice for some different types of footwork. And something with that too, that once I start working on different types of footwork, I could kind of be doing jump rope practice without all the impact on the shins and the knees every day. So like one day I could do like more technique, footwork, kind of drills and stuff like that, instead of actually just jumping rope. And obviously, still jump rope every day, but just a way for me to mix it up and still keep improving and working on my skills. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Yeah.